Alright guys, I don't know if you can really see it very well. So here's the pile I've already gone over. Here's what I have to go over. It'd be real nice to have bunker walls, but those aren't in the finances right now, so this is what we do. So drive sober, get pulled over. Zero in Wisconsin, the vision we can all live with. Go to zerowisconsin.com, download the free Drive Sober app for your iPhone or Android. It's a smart move that can save your life. This is one of the right-hand reverser is handy. Let's all work together to achieve zero preventable deaths on Wisconsin roads. Zero Wisconsin, the vision we can all live with. Yeah, there's a whole lot of crazy out there. So take it from Wisconsin's best skateboarders. Drive sober wheels. We mean all your wheels. Drive sober or get pulled over. You can really see what it looks like there beforehand. Go to zerowisconsin.com. Download the free Drive Sober app for your iPhone or Android. See that lump right there by the light? How it's smooth over there. Let's all work together to achieve zero. That's what it looks like before and after. I'll go all the way to the end, and then I'll go one more time back across, just to make sure it's packed good. Professionally clean your windows inside in with no harsh chemicals. Get your home's exterior as beautiful as your backyard oasis, and have more time to spend with the kids and the dog. Let the professional staff at Green Oasis help you imagine your lawn, shrubs, flowers, and gardens thriving and growing. And then look out your window through stream-free glass at the Oasis that you and Green Oasis created together. Now through September 9th, take 25% off your first service when you enroll in Early Complete Window Cleaning. So there's 10 loads here, and we kind of figure each load weighs between 6 and 8 ton. So there's somewhere between 60 and 80 ton here. When you do the math on it, I feed about 600 pounds a day over the winter months. My 6-foot skid loader bucket, every time we've weighed it, average is around 400 pounds for a full bucket. And that's a fluffed up bucket. That's not just going in the silage pile and getting a packed bucket. It's after the silage has been fluffed up. So I give the cows a bucket a day and the calves a half a bucket a day. So around 600 pounds each day I feed. So do the math on, there's 60 ton in here, there's 120,000 pounds divided by 600, and that's how long it should last. Granted, there will be a little bit of spoilage because I'm not going to cover it, so this will get a crust over the top of it. And that I'll just haul back out on the field as fertilizer. So it's not a total waste, but I'm really tired of plastic. I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm tired of all that crap. So 2 or 3 years ago I didn't cover the pile just to try it. And then last year I covered it just to kind of compare. And I prefer not having the plastic. The deer climb over top of this and poke holes in it. The coon climb over and poke holes in it. And then I actually end up with more spoilage in it if I didn't cover it. So I'm not going to cover it. I had some guys recommend a different type of plastic that's 7 mil instead of the 5 mil at the plastic that I normally get. But I'm not going to waste the money. The pile's gone by spring. If it starts getting warm out and the pile's not gone, I start feeding it heavier and then don't feed the cows any hay. But normally I don't have that much left. But then again, this year I don't have as many animals either.
So, and normally by the time the silage pile is getting close to being gone, I have pigs here normally, and I'll feed the pigs corn silage too. They love it. So that helps use some of this too. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're sitting now. If we the herd ever gets bigger, I'd like to have a bunker here though, so I could chop a whole 10 acres instead of 5 acres. But you know, that all depends on what happens in the future. So yeah, it's 10:30 right now. I started around 9:30 this morning. So yeah, that's been my day. I did stop for, I suppose about half an hour. I started uploading the videos that you guys are probably, anytime now it should be up published or whatever. You guys are probably watching it right now, or it should be up any minute. I'm just going to add this video here in a little while. But so yeah, and I know I'd mentioned in some of my cattle lot videos earlier this spring about how I want to redo my steer lot, my cow lot. If things work out the way I'm hoping, eventually I'd like to have it so all my cattle are on pasture during the summer, cows, calves, yearlings, steers, everybody. And then I want to finish my cattle over the winter months. So come spring, they're fat cattle ready to go to the sale barn. Seems like cattle prices are usually a little better for fat cattle just before summer. So if it gets to be that, where it works out that way, I'm gonna have to chop a lot more corn silage in the winter, obviously, because I'll have a lot more animals to feed. So eventually I'd like to get some bunker walls here so we could put more feed on here. And I can make a bigger pile now, but the problem is it kind of gets carried away with all walls. It gets so wide and it's hard to keep up with it. Obviously I'm in western Wisconsin, and it usually stays fairly cold here, so I don't really have a problem keeping up with feed in the winter months, you know, as far as spoilage. Every so often we do have a warm winter where we see a bunch of days above freezing, but recently we haven't, so above freezing in the middle of winter is not typical for Wisconsin, especially up here. Maybe the guys down in southern Wisconsin or whatever, it might be more likely that they have above freezing during the winter months, but we don't up here. So yeah, keeping up with this feed pile in the winter usually isn't a problem. And a bagger would be nice, but there again, I don't want to deal with the plastic. I don't want the extra expense. This concrete pad was here when I bought the farm. Actually, all this concrete that's even underneath the machine shed in the shop, all that concrete was all here. I just built a shed on top of it, so I might as well use what I've got here. Instead of spending $10,000 to $20,000 on a bagger, I'd rather stick that into another tractor or skid loader or what have you. And then on top of the expense of a bagger, you've got plastic that you still got to buy, and I really don't want to deal with plastic, so I'd rather pile it on the concrete, spend an hour or two packing it. So, and having this concrete and your silage on the concrete is nice. You don't scoop up any dirt when you're trying to grab feed. So, that's a benefit to this way. But, yeah, so anyways, that's what we're doing. Holiday weekend. I'll have this done on Friday night, so I got all weekend to go screw around. Don't know what I'm gonna do. And on the New Holland 2100 Big Yeller Nanner, we're waiting on a couple bearings for the gearbox that runs the cutter head. Noticed after we're done chopping hay the other day, there's a fair amount of slop in them gears, or those bearings. So we're waiting for some bearings for him, and then we're gonna chop Pig Farmer's corn for his beef. And then, I've mentioned before, we've got other people to chop corn silage for. So, and the guys that I ran with yesterday, Pig Farmer's uncle, they have my number in case they need another truck too. I'll go run with them if they need me. It's all money in my pocket, and then my buddy that owns the truck and the chopper, you know, it's money in his pocket too if I go run with somebody else. So, and I think that truck that I drive, I believe the charge is 70 or 75 an hour plus fuel. And really that little L10 Cummins in him, it sips fuel. He's pretty easy on fuel. And you don't really piss pound him either, so that helps. So yeah, I'll have mine done here today, and then I can go play with everybody else. So anyways, guys, you kind of see what I'm doing here. This video can get kind of long. If you look, there's kind of what it looks like before and after. And like I say, I'll go all the way to the end, and then I'll go all the way back across the pile one more time, and then from the ends here, I'll drive up from all different angles, make sure the ends are packed good, and then she'll be ready for winter. So I'll try and probably make a video tomorrow during the day or whatever and show you what the pile looks like after it's done. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Once I'm done here, I'll get this uploaded tonight, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Alright guys, here's the pile after it's done. Could be packed a little bit more on this one side here, but it's not. It's packed pretty good. So yeah, here's somewhere between 60 and 80 ton of corn silage, give or take. Depends on who you talk to. One guy says a 14-foot chopper box holds 6 ton. The next guy says it holds 10 tons. So 10 loads, they're somewhere between 60 and 100 ton, I guess. But yeah, that's the pile. This will get my cows through the winter. So, and if for some reason I ever need more silage down the road, the guy could always stack up bales too for making walls, so I can make a taller pile. But bunker walls would be nice. On this side over here, I'll just scrape this up right now to feed the cows. And then she should be good to go. So yeah, there's a whole lot of corn silage for you. So anyways, guys, I'm done with my silage here at home. And hopefully I'll get some video of us chopping with that self-propelled, the old New Holland. We're still waiting on parts. We ordered bearings for the cutter head gearbox, the bearings in there. 6 days ago, and we're still waiting for those bearings. So as soon as we get those put in there, or we got to get the parts first and get them put in there, and then we'll be chopping again. So anyways guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.